Hey guys, can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? What am I putting
Why are
in
you
them?
putting the headphones in? Oh shit.
Yes,
Whoa,
yes, yes, yes,
better,
yes.
yes.
All right,
Water drop.
now, so that you know what was going on, for some reason my phone has the headphone thing stuck on it to where you can't make, I literally have to make a call on speakerphone in order to call anybody, and I thought it was going to work on YouTube. I guess nobody heard me last night either.
Everybody.
But I just ran into the store and bought a set of headphones and plugged them in, and that's why you can hear me now. I gotta get this phone fixed.
Yep.
So, since how nobody has heard anything, and we've been on, I'll explain it again. We actually had to drive 15 to 20 miles to get to where we had service. In which just me and Selena come to do this, and we needed a little bit of time to just hang out and talk amongst ourselves and stuff, and we were discussing some of the things that we and seeing, and we are truly blessed to be able to be out here and see this firsthand. We have sat and watched people that are healed on faith alone. No prayer needed, just
There you
faith.
go, Charles. I just prayed for you, babe.
Faith in the promise, that ask and you shall receive. That through his stripes we are healed, and through our faith we are healed. Just like the woman that touched the hem of the garment as Jesus walked by. And he turns around and looks at her and says, by your faith you are healed. That's all it took, was that faith. What are you doing?
I was reading.
Oh.
What do you think?
Anyway.
Mine. Gotta read what they type. Giving you an echo. It says love all and be safe, Tommy.
Oh yeah, we will be. We definitely will be.
We are in God's hands.
This place up here is so beautiful. I didn't like New York. I didn't like driving through New York, and I will say that. I'm sorry for those of you that are from there. Y'all might y'all see that in a whole different way, and I understand that. That's fine. But me personally, if I never go through that place again, it'll be too soon. But like they say, you got to go through hell in order to see heaven.
I know, ain't that pretty?
Man, we literally drove through New York, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is what I would imagine hell would be. No offense, please don't take it the wrong way. But
Girl,
I went through there, and now I'm up here at Maine, and this is some of the most beautiful God sent land that I have ever seen. The mountains are so beautiful, it's unreal. It's truly magnificent, for lack of a better way to put it.
It's beautiful.
These little towns around, the people, it's just like anywhere else. You have a lot of rude people, and a lot of people that just don't know what kindness is. But you really have a lot of them. You really have a lot of them that are really nice. Upper New York State is nice. I bet you it probably is, but we went through New York City.
Oh, yeah.
No. If I can avoid that place, I am definitely going to avoid it.
Yeah. If
Yes,
you ever
Mary,
get out and travel,
go to
check
Maine.
out Maine. It is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm serious. All of the states were great. All except for New York. I did not like that place at all. Connecticut was great. New Hampshire was great. All of that was great.
Beautiful going through there.
Maine is beautiful.
Yeah, we see mountains and trees and stuff, but it's a totally different landscape. Totally,
oh yeah,
it's refreshing.
The drive yesterday around the lake. I wish I'd have recorded that, but
Our phone's acting up.
yeah. Well, we got the microphone fixed for now, so there we go. Put the microphone up there where everybody can hear. Right. But
Our
anyway,
next trip is to Michigan.
unless something comes up and we go, we have any other stops in between
Yep.
here and there, our next trip should be to Michigan.
What did she say? I forgot the name of the town already.
I don't know.
And she just messaged it. Bad. Yay, I can't wait. Isn't that where Charles is in Michigan? Nope,
No,
he's
Charles
in
is in Colorado. Yeah, we were supposed to.
I've always wanted to see Colorado, so you may
We're
be our
supposed to-
excuse to get to see it.
Yeah, we were supposed to stop by and. Wow, you know what?
The rain
That
in Maine
is-
falls mainly on the plains.
That is a perfect little bag that I can put my oil
Mhm.
and I was talking about getting small prayer cloths.
Yeah.
I can put prayer cloths and all in there.
Yeah. Why they give you 3 earbuds when you have 4?
I don't know. Is one no?
2 on there.
I don't know. I probably dumped it out.
That just don't make sense.
But anyway, that make a perfect little bag for.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, it's not all. You're not gonna lose it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can put that in there, and I can put a couple pennies or something in there for my.
Not the whole bank of pennies, honey.
No, just a couple. We went to a church that had some pretty decent music.
Garden of the Gods or sing. Sean says if we do go through Colorado, we need to stop there.
The Garden of the Gods.
See, Robin was talking about that too when she went through.
Oh no, it wasn't just Robin. There was somebody. Somebody else just said something about that. Matter of fact,
Sean just did.
no, not Sean, but there was someone else that said something about that within the last couple of weeks. Yeah, put them
Where
somewhere
are
they
you?
won't
We are
get-
in Maine.
Yeah, we are in Maine.
New something new.
Yeah.
I don't know. Newport. We're in Newport, Maine.
Yep. Okay, so back to the other. What what is Charles in the hospital for?
He had an infection on his elbow that they did surgery on, and he's on some really strong antibiotics.
Okay.
I didn't pray for him,
Okay.
but he
All
was
right.
asking if we felt
Yes.
led to pray
Definitely,
for him. So
definitely.
pray for him.
We
I did. He will be in my prayers throughout the day. That he gets to feeling better and all the infection is wiped out of you, and you come back as, if not better, but stronger and honorier than you are. We're about 45 minutes away from you. Where do you live, Sour Diesel?
Okay. We're 45 minutes away from who?
Holy
Sour
City
Diesel?
Deal.
Oh, nah. Really? We're 45 minutes away from Sour Diesel?
That's what he said.
Huh.
Yes.
Wow. Well, if you're up for a visit, send my email send my email and your address. No, send your address and my email. I said it backwards. Send your address and my email, and if we're
Nobody's
going that direction and we are able to stop by, we
sour apple.
sure will do so.
Sour grapes. We gotta open
And-
some windows. It's hot. The sun's beating on me, honey.
I'm not opening up the sunroof because that sun's coming right out of there.
I know. My daughter lives a very boring life, she says. That's her message.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited excited. I get to see my daughter.
Well,
I haven't seen her in a
that
year and a
might
half.
change for at least a little bit. Because it ain't boring around us. No matter where we go, it doesn't, it doesn't get boring. Some of the, we have met some of the most beautiful spirits, some of the kindest people, and some of the rudest people, some of the meanest people, and some of the most evil spirits. But at the same time, I'm not going to dwell on those, but the kind, beautiful spirits that we see
The puppies are
are,
great.
oh yeah, they are having a
loving this
blast.
trip.
They are
They
having
are
a
very
blast.
well mannered. They are potty trained. Yes, easy to do if you live in a car. Potty train your dog because our dog won't use the bathroom in the car. She won't use it on the concrete. She has to
And
find
they
grass.
used the bathroom in the house. I think one time they got the butt busted and threw it out the door, and so far that has not happened again.
They're
They learn very quickly.
when you're feeling down, you just gotta look at their pretty little faces, and it cheers you up.
Yeah, you
The-
know,
Ours is they're both spoiled. They're really spoiled puppies. Big
city people. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, they are very different. This is out. This is out there. This is like I said, we had to go 15, 20 miles just to get service on our phone. But I sense we're probably gonna leave within the next day or two. I don't really want to. I would love to just stay here, but when you're out on God's time, you have to pick up and go when God says to go. And I just had that funny feeling that, and that feeling I think is Him telling me, "All right, get ready, get you some rest because you're fixing to get in for another long haul." And knowing me, I proved it. I drove over 1,000 miles from from North Carolina, where Ron is, up here to where call her Mama. I can't never think of her name. Robin is, and over 1,000 miles, and I think I slept maybe 2 hours.
No Disneyland.
Oh no, no Disneyland. Trust me, if I had the money and able to go to Disneyland, I would in a heartbeat. But it is not meant for us to do that, and nor would I be able to ever come up with enough money like that to do something like that that I can consider my own. Because every time I get any money, it's either for what we need, and whatever is left over, whatever we're blessed with, abundance, is passed on to the next person. And so I don't ever see me having the ability to go back to Disney World.
Never been. No desire.
I've been there, but I was 21 or 22 when I went there, something like that. I know I was over 21. I was able to get into all the bars there in Pleasure Island.
I'm thinking the trip to our daughter will be a blessing in disguise. She's not knowing what she hasn't seen this side of Mama in a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to share it with her. She only sees what she gets on Facebook. We get on Facebook and talk.
And neither one of us really get on Facebook hardly ever.
I think she needs us.
You know, I just want to say again, we have had a very blessed trip.
Yes.
There's things that I wish I could do more for some, but you know, like our deal last night, you know, the roof and stuff. I mean, I have the ability to do it, but she doesn't have the material. I wish we could get the material before we left, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen that quick. But maybe it may give us another reason to come on back up here within the next month or so. You know, it may give us. But she also has people that can put a roof on. She just needs help with getting the roof. Y'all look her up. She's really a great lady. Very.
God will.
A good God-fearing lady. Very sweet lady.
God will make sure she gets what she needs. Is that somebody else going on? No. Facebook.
I got an email. I bet you that's Sardis will tell me his address. 45 minutes from here. Wow. Yeah, definitely. That's interesting.
Send you an email about invitations for November.
All right.
I am excited for that. I can't wait to meet
Yes.
Ginger.
Yes, and
as soon as we get back there, I probably need to start doing it like right before we get back. That way, it's already in process. But I need to find somebody to do Sean and Ginger's wedding gift from us.
oh yeah.
I'm excited.
We already
like it.
yeah, we already have the wedding gift in mind. We just got to find somebody that's going to do it.
And I'm sure y'all will get years and years of knowledge and joy.
Sit there, keep giving hints. They're going to figure it out, honey.
No.
All right. Anyway,
it's a baby stroller.
Not a baby stroller. Now you're gonna have them. They'll be like, "No, we don't need a baby stroller. We're already getting one." And then they're gonna get what they get. And wait a minute, that ain't even close to a baby stroller. Talk about throwing me off.
3 is good. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Tally. Hey, how you doing?
You should meet up.
Free stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much what we've been doing. It's just, enjoying the scenery. I don't want to. If I gotta pay to look at a lake, then it's not.
Why is it so important that we forgive others? Good question. Because you stop and think of it this way. Look at what God did by giving his son. Look at what his son did by giving us the ability of life in abundance for eternal life. And how did he do that? What was one of the last things that Jesus said on that cross? Forgive them, for they know not what they do. So he wanted to forgive the very people that was killing him. They had already thrown big rocks at him, and they have tried to rip him from limb to limb, whipped him. They put a crown of thorns on his head and just buried him into his head, and then nailed him to the cross. Right? And all he was worried about was forgiving the very ones that were killing him. Not only just them, but everyone after. So we forgive because we are forgiven. Now stop and think about that also. How do we have the right to ask God to forgive us when we have no forgiveness in our heart for others? All those that do wrong against you, forgive them. All those that talk bad about you, forgive them. You have to have that of a forgiving heart. Forgiveness is the key, because forgiveness is only obtained through true love and the understanding of what true love actually is. The type of love the type of love that you see a father look at his son and say, you know what? You're not perfect, but I still love you. It's that unconditional love that people miss and are not understanding. And until you understand what that perfect love is, that same love that some of you as fathers and mothers have children, and you have that love for them children. You might not like them half the time. You might think they're hellions and they're rebelling and they're just plain stupid at times. But you have that unconditional love for them. You have that part of you that says, you know what? That is my son. Same way that God looks at us and says, you know what? These are my kids. This is my sons. These are my daughters, in which I am pleased. So you can't judge anybody. And as far as the other question, do I think God will forgive Mike?
You have to leave the
Look,
slabs.
look.
We didn't have to leave the slabs.
No, we didn't have to leave the slabs. We left, but that's the turn. Hold on. That is not of us to decide. Think about this one. When you go up in front of judgment, nobody is there. Nobody is there to help you out and to stand up for you. Okay? No one is there and going to be there to help me out and stand up for me. So we do not have the right to judge another person.
Some sins won't be forgiven. That is not
That is not our place.
That's his.
That is between the sinner and his father.
And the difference between the cali weed and the main weed.
The what?
It's
I think it's atmosphere. What's the difference between the?
yeah, 8-7.
What's the difference between?
Yeah, who's wanting to know? They're both pretty strong.
Yeah, I think it's the atmosphere because it seems to be just as strong here as it is there. But then again, we have slacked off a lot. I don't smoke very much anymore, just here and there.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, it doesn't take near as much to make a bumbling idiot out of me. So.
You're so correct, Sean.
What is it? Oh, yeah.
Romans chapter 2. Are you welcome to go back to the slabs? Yes.
Well, yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't be.
Our camp. Our camp is still there. We have someone watching it. We still live there. That's our home.
That is our home, and it will be.
When we get done with this.
But we are going to start traveling every summer. We are going to start traveling during the summer, and we're going to stay there during the winter and build that camp. But when we get back, that camp is going under a complete different direction. It is not a complete different direction, but it is going to be going a lot stronger the other direction. We're not emphasizing so much on the smoking and the wake and bake and all of that stuff. We're not emphasizing on that, and we're concentrating on the message that it is there to put out. And we're concentrating on the being helpful to other people, having a place where people can go and are safe from whatever it is that's troubling them. A place in which they can go and if they need food, we'll feed them. If they need a place to rest their head, we'll do that. And they need clothes, we'll clothe them. That is the direction that camp is going to be in. When we get back, it is.
Lowers your tolerance. Yeah.
Huh?
Lowers your tolerance.
Yeah. Yeah, it does when you don't smoke very much.
Where's the Pacific Northwest? It's like, wow.
Is it true what
becoming real?
Wait a minute. Is it true what Sour Diesel just said? Some sins won't be forgiven. Once again, judging a person's sin is God's place to do, not ours. So whether it is a sin that will not be forgiven or not, that is not our choice to make, and it is not our decision. Me personally, it depends on the sin as far as what I believe would be unforgiven and what would be forgiven. But with that being said, it is not our decision on that, or not our choice, and we have to have that of a forgiving heart. And if you feel so strongly that somebody has done wrong, then you should stay away from them.
Or leave them.
Forgive them and leave that in God's hands. Get that forgiveness to forgive the very ones around you that are hurting you, or the ones that you see that have hurt others. What you forgive them and leave that in God's hands. pray for those individuals and leave that in God's hands. It is not for you to decide anybody's fate. That is God's decision.
Yes.
I think the camp is under new management. Yes, it is. I have been managing that camp since I got there, and when we get back,
I think
I am
this
no
is-
longer managing that camp. God is, and that couldn't be more accurate. That camp is most definitely going to be under new management.
Speaking of which, I think you need to.
Yeah,
Your
we
brother
do
and-
try to get a hold of them and stuff because I haven't heard from anybody yet. But anyway,
I think we
you know,
should go ahead and end here.
seriously, think about what Jesus did when he went there and died on that cross. Think about what he went through, and think about the only thing that he could think about, which was forgiving the very ones that were doing that to each other and to him. Think about that. Think about it really hard and understand what true love and true forgiveness is all about. I love you guys. We shall see you later. God bless.
Bye.